Hey all, welcome to Sportswire for another video. This time a bit of a transfer rumor since the transfer window has already started. We've started getting those rumors as well floating in. So we will be looking into a couple of those rumors. Today's rumor that we have, the transfer rumor that we have, is a bit something relevant to Chelsea Football Club, and it's more on our loanee, Conor Gallagher. There is a rumor floating suggesting that Conor Gallagher might have picked up interest from Paris Saint Germain, France. Though it could be a worrying sign for Chelsea Football Club and for Chelsea fans, could this be a better move for Conor Gallagher? Let us look into the details. I'm talking about this particular article being reported by The Sun. So, you know that the level of authenticity this could transpire into becoming a reality. But still, we will go ahead and talk about this since this has invited a bit of rumor and a confusion. All right, there you go. That's the article that we have from The Sun. PSG target Chelsea wonderkid Conor Gallagher in shock €50 million transfer after stunning season at the Crystal Palace. Gallagher has been outstanding in the first half of the season after joining Crystal Palace on loan from Chelsea. Sources say PSG boss Mauricio Pochettino is a big fan of the dynamic midfielder who has 6 goals and 3 assists in the Premier League this term. And the French Giants believe Chelsea would be willing to sell Gallagher. A January swoop is made more complicated by Palace's season long deal with the 21-year-old. It's understood the Blues cannot recall Gallagher because he has played more than the agreed percentage of Palace's match. But depending on other terms of the loan deal, Chelsea might sorry, still be able to cash in for the England international in the winter window. If PSG cannot make it happen this month, they will continue to monitor Gallagher and are prepared to wait until the summer to make their move. Chelsea boss Thomas Tuchel spoke recently of the club's love for Gallagher, praising his progress at the Eagles during what is his fourth loan spell away from the Blues. The player himself has previously said he intends to return to Stamford Bridge to challenge N'Golo Kante, Mateo Kovacic, and Jorginho for a place in Tuchel's midfield. But the prospect of a big money move to star-studded Paris Saint-Germain to play alongside stars such as Lionel Messi and Neymar would be a tempting one. Now, if you look at this article, there are certain points that actually makes a lot of sense. Conor Gallagher is on his fourth consecutive loan spell away from Chelsea. Now, we've seen a lot of midfielders taking loads of loan spell, including our own Victor Moses and Bakayoko, but those are loan spells due to players not being efficient enough to play or fit into the Chelsea system. But this one is a bit different. We wanted Gallagher to go away from Chelsea so that he can get a lot of match time. He can get a lot of minutes in his bucket that will probably make him a better player. And that is exactly what is happening at Crystal Palace right now. Before we talk any further on how he's probably going to be challenging for or fight for a Stamford Bridge position, let's probably look at the Gallagher's numbers as well. Because you know what? His numbers are pretty good. I was just looking at his numbers and they're good. He's already scored 6 goals and have 5 assists to his name in the Premier League. Let's remember, he's still playing for Crystal Palace. All right. He plays in a cam role, right? Essentially, what happens is Eduardo and Christian Benteke play the front two, or it could be Zaka and Christian Benteke, or any of these three playing the front two. And then the cam position is generally occupied by Conor Gallagher. That's how he usually plays. Um, But he still managed to have, um, let's filter by this particular year. So 17 appearances for Crystal Palace this season, 6 goals, 5 assists. Um, so yeah, 6 goals and 3 assists. I'm sorry for that. The goals have been 6 for this season alone, guys. Out of 17 matches, as a cam, he has 6 goals to his name, and the assist is 3. The number of passes that he's completed, 574 passes per match, is 33.76. Big chances created. This is another important thing. 5 through balls as well. One through balls, accurate long balls. Another important factor or a facet in his game. He can come in from the deep to lead a counter. 31 long balls, accurate long balls. Um, he's had 34 shots, and out of which 14 are on target. He's had one hitting the bar as well. If you look at these stats, he has, out of right foot goals, it's 5, and the left foot one is like just 1 goal. So if you look at Conor Gallagher's stats here, it's pretty decent. But is it decent enough for a Paris Saint Germain squad? I'm not sure, sir. I'm not so sure. But it could be, because it's the Liga 1. They don't have as much as competition as that of Premier League. So if at all Gallagher wants to go there, he could probably succeed. His probability of the success is much more higher there, because let's compare PSG and Chelsea right now. When he comes to Chelsea, he needs to prove a lot more, because this is one of the most competitive league in the world, and every single match he has to outrun, he has to outplay Mateo Kovacic, Jorginho, and N'Golo Kante. If Ruben Loftus-Cheek is staying, then probably him as well. But he doesn't have that sort of a pressure if he goes to Liga 1. I'm not saying Liga 1 does not have proper midfielders, neither am I saying that Paris Saint-Germain's midfield is weak. But I'm saying the competitive nature of the league is not as high as that of a Premier League, and the midfield trio of Paris Saint-Germain is not as strong as that of a Chelsea midfield three. But one thing that we have in our favor is Conor Gallagher has played most of his playing days in England. So he's much more comfortable with the English style of football. Now, if you ask me, can he adapt to the French style? Definitely yes. But if you ask me, would he want to prefer that over Paris Saint Germain right now? I wouldn't really say that, because he is someone who is, I think, at least personally, happy with what he's doing at Crystal Palace right now, and he's eager to get back to Stamford Bridge. And he has mutual respect with Thomas Tuchel as well. And Thomas Tuchel as well has been observing him for quite some time. Given all these situations, I'm not sure if Gallagher would be so eager to go play for Paris Saint Germain. But the situations can evolve. There can be other things that can interest him, like, of course, playing with the likes of Neymar and Messi in the same team. What if they were to adapt the same sort of a Crystal Palace situation and then have Conor Gallagher as the cam and then use Messi and Neymar up top? Positionally, it might not suit both these players, but you know what? I'm just giving you examples of certain situations where it might become uh, proper, it might be functional. So, this is what I'm going to say. It could be a good move for Conor Gallagher, which means Chelsea will have to ensure that we get back Conor Gallagher after this Crystal Palace season and make sure that we have him on the mix and ensure that he is a Chelsea player. Once again, the reason why I'm stressing so much on this particular point is because he is an academy player. He's come from the Chelsea academy, and I'd love to see an academy player shining for the Chelsea Football Club rather than any other club. That's pretty much what I had for today. Conor Gallagher to PSG for a 50 million transfer move. could be a possibility, as reported by The Sun. We will have to wait and see. Um, there is no suggestion as to if this will happen in this winter transfer window, in the January window, that is. But there is a good possibility by the summer, this could become a realistic expectation. Just keeping you all posted on the news that are happening around. Until next time, this is VJ signing off for Sportswire. You guys have a great day.